Sonic X Shadow Generations is a remaster of the beloved Sonic Generations, which originally launched in 2011. The new version will feature enhanced visuals, new content, and a dedicated campaign for Shadow the Hedgehog, introducing his unique powers and story elements. Players will explore iconic stages from Shadow's history and engage in fast-paced platforming challenges, all while thwarting the plans of his nemesis, Black Doom. The first Berserker Kazan is an upcoming action RPG set in the Dungeon & Fighter universe, featuring a mix of anime art style and brutal combat mechanics. Players will control Kazan, a general falsely accused of treason, who embarks on a journey to uncover the truth behind his betrayal while battling powerful foes. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is a remake of the critically acclaimed Metal Gear. Solid 3 Snake Eater. Originally released in 2004, the game is renowned for its complex story and innovative gameplay, blending stealth action with survival elements. This remake aims to bring the classic title to modern audiences with updated graphics, enhanced audio, and refined gameplay mechanics while staying true to the original's essence.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Hollow Knight. Silksong is the much-anticipated sequel to the acclaimed indie game. Hollow Knight, developed by Team Cherry. Players will take on the role of Hornet, the princess protector of Halonest, who is captured and transported to a new kingdom called Farloom. The game promises to deliver an expansive world filled with over 150 new enemies, new mechanics, and an array of quests, allowing players to explore Hornet's agile abilities as she ascends to confront the challenges of her new environment. Dune Awakening is an upcoming open-world survival MMO set in the iconic universe of Frank Herbert's Dune. Players will explore the harsh desert planet of Arrakis, engaging in survival mechanics, crafting, and combat as they strive to control the precious spice that is central to the Dune lore. The game will allow players to create characters, build bases, and interact in a persistent world that emphasizes both cooperation and competition.
Hunted by sandworms, scorched by the unforgiving sun, ravaged by sunstroke. Stick to the shade, chase the moving shadows. Survive. Welcome to Arrakis, the most dangerous planet in the universe. Meet hundreds of other players in the vast online world. Befriend or betray those you meet. Form a wary alliance, in this case, a spit dart rifle and a still suit, for your help taking down territorial deserters. Working with others will always increase your chance of staying alive. The Deserter Base.
Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves is the latest entry in the iconic fighting game series developed by SNK. This installment marks the first new game in the Fatal Fury franchise in 26 years, continuing the story from Garu Mark of the Wolves. Players will step into the vibrant world of Southtown, where they will engage in battles for dominance and uncover the legacies of classic characters.
The action kicks off with 22 characters, a mix of 17 familiar faces and new blood, plus 5 DLC fighters and Season Pass 1. Introducing the Rev System, a special offensive toolset you can use from the moment the battle begins. Fight at full throttle and supercharge the excitement. Gain access to Rev blows and strength buffs when your health gauge enters your selected SPG zone. Classic series mechanics are back in full force, and then some. Perform flashy combos at the push of a button with the Smart Style control scheme. When you're ready to take on the world.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of the most anticipated titles in gaming, marking a significant return for the beloved franchise. Set to take place in a fictional city inspired by Miami, known as Leonida, the game will feature a dynamic open world and follow the story of 2 protagonists, Jason and Lucia, in a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde narrative. Soul Aside is an action RPG developed by Ulta Zero Games, which initially began as a one-man project by Yang Bing. The game has garnered significant attention for its stunning visuals and combat mechanics, drawing inspiration from titles like Final Fantasy and Devil May Cry. Set in a fantasy world that blends sci-fi elements with traditional swordplay, players will follow the story of Kaiser, who merges with a symbiont named Arena, leading to dynamic gameplay. Dragon Age. The Veilguard is the latest entry in BioWare's renowned RPG series, set to continue the rich narrative and character-driven storytelling that fans have come to love. Players will step into the role of Rook, a customizable protagonist, and navigate a world filled with complex choices and interactions with a diverse cast of characters. The game will focus on the conflict with corrupt elven gods and explore themes of love, loss, and personal relationships.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Assassin's Creed Shadows, previously known as Codename Red, is an upcoming action RPG set in feudal Japan, marking a significant entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Players will control two protagonists, Neo-E, a skilled shinobi assassin from Ijaye province, and Yasuke, a historical African samurai who served under the powerful daimyo Oda Nobunaga. The game is set against the backdrop of the tumultuous late Sengoku period.
A big harvest requires many hands.
Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl is the highly anticipated sequel in the Stalker series, set in the post-apocalyptic Chernobyl exclusion zone. This game combines elements of survival horror, first-person shooting, and immersive simulation, promising to deliver one of the largest open-world experiences in gaming. Players will navigate through a seamless world filled with mutants, factions, and environmental hazards while uncovering the zone's secrets.
Side of the zone. But there's another. The shining side. It's here all around us, but we cannot see it. I wonder what's out there. Eternal spring? The Klondike of artifacts? A new home? Or our heart's desires? We want the shining zone to...
Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is a first-person action RPG set in the rich and atmospheric world of Darkness universe. Players will assume the role of Fire, an elder vampire navigating the political intrigue and power struggles among various vampire clans in Seattle. The game emphasizes player choice, with significant implications for how the story unfolds. Ballad of Antara is an upcoming dark fantasy action RPG developed by Tipsworks Studio and published by Infold Games. The game invites players into a richly crafted world filled with contrasting realities, exploring themes of essence and reclamation from an ancient threat. Players will journey through a beautifully designed landscape that features both normal and otherworldly versions of locations known as Para, each offering unique challenges and encounters.
War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above. This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Wuchang Fallen: Feathers is an upcoming action RPG set in the late Ming Dynasty, a tumultuous period marked by conflict and a mysterious affliction known as ornithropy. Players will embody Bai Wuchang, a skilled pirate warrior with amnesia, as they navigate a world filled with grotesque monsters and complex lore. The game combines elements of dark fantasy with a rich narrative, allowing players to explore ancient Chinese settings while battling various foes.
Someone comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle. But over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Project DT is an upcoming high-speed sci-fi action game developed by the Chinese studio Digital Sky. The game promises a blend of frenetic combat and stylish action, drawing inspiration from popular titles such as Devil May Cry, Nier, and Bayonetta. Players will control a protagonist navigating a world filled with giant mechs and other formidable enemies.